A sad one for y'all tonight. What's going on YouTube? What's going on, my people? This is your OG. And I want to talk about 3 generations to modern women under one roof and how it turned out. Unbelievable in one of the worst, saddest ways that you can ever imagine. It's going to be a little bit of story time, true crime story time. With the decision making and the thinking of modern women. Y'all, this is sad. Before I get into this, y'all, please hit that like button. Especially comment and subscribe to your OG. Now, y'all can tell by the thumbnail, yes, they are all related. We have 3 different generations of modern women. Now, mind you, this is not a modern woman bashing. This is not African-American woman bashing. This is the truth according to OG's observation from his experience, strength, and hope with who? The modern woman. And those that I live around that are my neighbors, family, and friends. I got them too in my life. We have grandmama, mama, and daughter. As I say, all 3 generations, all under one roof, no man, no kids. It was those 3. The youngest girl that lost her life was a correctional officer / I'm thinking she was either striving to be an influencer or she was already into it. I'm not 100% sure. I did not get past them saying she was an influencer. They did say that. You have the young lady that was a correction officer, her mother, and her mother's mother. By the news reports, it was a beautiful home, spacious, for them to be Golden Girl in it. By the news report, the daughter was in the bedroom and she hears screaming and hollering and fighting and tussling and bustling in the living room. They didn't say she was shocked by it. I'm assuming she knew what it was because it was an ongoing situation in his household by police reports to neighbors. They stayed beefing in the worst volatile type way. But yet, they didn't separate and move away from one another. Because modern women are stubborn to the death. Anyway, the young lady that's a correctional officer enters the living room, the police report says, and she sees her mother and her mother in hand-to-hand combat. Now, by the police report, I'm assuming that her mother was losing and Big Mama was winning. Why are you assuming that, OG? Because by the police reports, it's been stated that the daughter ran up in the melee and laid hands to the face of Big Mama. Yeah. Now let's get back to this now. This is grandmother, her daughter, and her daughter's daughter. All adults, all single modern women, all living under one roof. Who are you to blame for this madness? I'm going to get to that, but I ain't going to hold y'all up because we got to finish this story. Because this is a true story. Upon putting pause on Big Mama, I'm assuming some kind of way she felt the pressure or the conscience of what she had just done. But a upon her retreating with her back turned to Big Mama. With her back turned to Big Mama. Big Mama, pew, pew, pew. And she's claiming self-defense. They ain't going though. She's still in jail. Now, you know I talk about it all the time, y'all. And I do. I see the escalation in the aggression in these modern women, especially these modern single women. I don't know what's going on. It was a time they had men or men friends or boyfriends or whatever to blame. It was a time they had somebody to blame. But see, now we got out the way. It just enough is enough. I tell y'all all the time, there is no good man. No matter what your home look like, no matter what you look like, no matter what you drive, no matter what your credit score is, there is no good man that is gonna accept the requirements of a modern woman today. Why? Because the requirement is that you must eat her lack of cooperation, her lack of femininity, her lack of honesty, and her lack of financial success. They are not gonna accept their failures. I know decent enough modern women, and I must admit they are in a struggle. But I got to be honest, do I feel bad for them? No. Why? Because they got every up-to-date purse that's out. Every up-to-date in a pair of sneakers and perfume that's out. Every pair of slides or croc that they've seen on a reality TV show or on a social media platform. They own it. And then a lot of their children own it. And then they want us to be empathetic enough to fund their realistic bills. Plus still, take them to the finest of restaurants. My motto is for you guys in 2025, if you go to her house and she got top ramen in her house, before you take her to that, tell her you ain't got no problem with eating like that if that's how you eat and buy every day. But if you don't eat and buy, if you eating Vienna sausage through the week, don't think you finna get no filet in your mouth out of OG. OG ain't just, I don't buy love. I'm one of the loneliest OGs in the world because I ain't got time to be buying friendship or love, and I'm okay with that. Modern women got to change if they want to change in their lives, and they just not willing. I don't see it happening. I don't see it going down at all, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't see it happening. 3 generations. Who's to blame? I'm just saying, y'all. I'm out.